Good afternoon everyone and welcome to the Classic Lounge here at Bridge Classic Cars. Now we are here this afternoon because you guys absolutely adored our 1972 MGB Roadster and you have sold it out way before we thought it was going to. So today we are going to do the live draw of our MGB Roadster. There we go. You guys sold it out, so there we are.
Just thinking, Malt, it's slightly crazy. We filmed this car this time last week.
Like, the turnaround on this has been crazy, and you guys have absolutely lapped it up, and it's gone, it's sold out, that's it, you can't get any more tickets for our MGB, so we are going to find a very lucky winner for it today. So my name's Molly, behind the camera today, we have Nick, he has also got a little mic on there too, we have Rob over here, who's going to do some chatting in just a second. Now I've got the mic, so you can't hear him just yet, and Craig is here too, he's over there on the comfy sofa, having a lovely time waiting to see what happens today and who is going to be the lucky winner of our MGB Roadster. Now guys, this has sold out and we are going to do the live draw in just a second. But guys, where are you watching from?
Steve Mills says, hi Molly.
Hi Steve, how are you doing? Where are you watching from? Are you having your fingers crossed for winning our MGB? If you are, where are you going to take it on the first drive if you win? Because we're going to find out who's won it very, very soon. Are you going to take it, I don't know, on a trip to the beach? Or maybe to your favourite pub? Let us know. Where are you dreaming of taking this MGB Roadster? Now, the MGB Roadster has sold out, but there is another car which is still live on the Bridge Classic Cars competition's website, and it is our 2011 Morgan 44. Here she is in all her glory. Honestly, I think this is one of the most stylish, elegant and classy classic cars that we have had up for competition here at Bridge Classic Cars. I absolutely adore it. And what's really special about this car is that it's done hardly any miles at all. It's only done 1,415 miles. So it is practically brand new.
It's actually done 1,416.
Oh!
I put one more on it.
How dare you, Nick?
Everyone's looking at me with shock and disgust, but sorry, I did some more photos with it and
took it out for
I got my calculations
spin.
a little bit wrong with how far I had to go and come back. But
there we go. So actually, since we have had this Morgan at Bridge Classic Cars, we've only put 2 miles on it, which is crazy. We're trying to keep it as low as possible for you guys, because if you do win this car, it actually comes with a year's worth of storage in our secure storage facility. So if you wanted to use it, you can use it for up to a year. Now, if you were winning this car and you thought, oh, I'll keep it in storage for a little while, when you take it out of storage, it can't go back in again. So that's just something to think about. But a lot of people online have been saying that with this car, they really want to drive it and put some miles on it and enjoy it. What do you think? Do you think it should be driven, or do you think we should try and keep it really low mileage for the next owner?
me and Craig actually had this debate on Facebook Live last week. So Craig was in the opinion that it should stay in storage, and I was on the opinion to try and create the world's highest mileage Morgan. Yeah, either way, it's absolutely stunning.
It is.
It's probably the last of the old school Morgans. This one is before they went over to the CX platform, if you want to get nerdy on it. But it's absolutely stunning. Like, it's a stripped back kind of version in that it doesn't have the touring pack, so there's no spare wheel or carrier or anything on it. It's no bumpers. It's no door handles, which on a Morgan are optional. Yeah, so it's about as kind of hardcore as it gets, really.
And what I love about it is it's a modern car, but it's styled like a classic. So you kind of get that feel of being behind the wheel of a classic car. And I guess, not that classic cars aren't reliable, but I feel like you have a little bit more of reliability behind a car that's a little bit more modern. I don't know what you guys think at home, but let me know. What do you think about it? Do you like the fact that it's a modern Morgan, or would you prefer it to be a classic one?
Well, the thing is, it's still got that classic bit from the old 4.4s and stuff. It's still a Ford 4-cylinder. It's still a manual gearbox, and it's still rear-wheel drive. So yeah, like you're saying, it's kind of retro styling, but it's got an old soul on it. Like, I love these things. I'm kind of biased.
It is gorgeous, and as I said earlier, it's one of the most beautiful classics I think that I've ever seen. But from a modern classic to now a Classic. I don't think you can get much more classic than our 1905 Riley 9 horsepower. Now, Rob has been doing a lot of writing about this car, haven't you, Rob? Come here, I'll give you the mic.
Before we move on to that, just a quick thing. So Martin says, hi all.
Hello, Martin.
David says, good afternoon from Sheffield, and his fingers are definitely crossed for a drive in Derbyshire. Who else we got? Carl's watching, Ben's watching, Alan's watching. Donald and Martin says cars are made to be driven, so he's with Nick on that one.
Steve's saying the same thing, so
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that it shouldn't be in storage. That's fine. It doesn't have to be in storage.
And Peter says hi from Benfleet in Essex.
Hello from Benfleet. Thank you so much. Oh, I'm not from Benfleet, but hello in Benfleet. That's what I meant to say.
Hello, Benfleet.
Oh dear. But yes, so Rob, please tell us what's been going on with our Riley 9 horsepower, because you may have seen the journey of this amazing classic at home, and it's going to be moving on very soon, isn't it, Rob? So tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, so it's been with us for about 4 years now. It came to us, or we went to collect it, I should say, from a kind of a windowless bricked building in the middle of a farm. When it arrived, it was a pile of metal, wood, car parts. Didn't really look like anything close to a car. So over the last 4 years, we've built it, I say we, the workshop team have built it back up to this. And yeah, it's been hand painted. A lot of the car is still original, and it starts and it drives and it's road legal.
It is so special. And when we did some pictures of this car and we did a little bit of filming down at Tide Mill in Woodbridge, which is a beautiful location, it was really quite emotional. I felt quite emotional because seeing it in the setting where it seemed like it really belonged and bringing this car back to life from, as you say, basically scraps is just amazing. And this is actually going to be for sale, isn't it? Well, it's for sale now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I think what makes this special is not just how good the restoration is, but also the story behind it. So we've had Jeff Haviland come in from the Riley Heritage Archive Trust, and he's kind of backed up our evidence and our thoughts that this is actually a one of one. So this was the highly likely to be the first ever Riley 9 horsepower ever made. It looks to be a mock-up, as there's some differences between this one and the production model. So the production model was released in 1906 but released as a 1907 model. This one goes all the way back to 1905. We've seen a photo of it being driven around 1918 with 1905 written on it, and on that video you can see a small dent in the radiator above the number plate, which is obviously still there.
I mean, even just the story of getting this radiator was incredible.
Yeah, so the radiator was the only thing that didn't arrive with the car. That came later on down the line after an auction house was doing some house clearance, and they found a whole room full of brass artefacts, including a radiator with the Riley badge on. And after seeing that we had a Riley car, we were contacted, and it turned out that it was the exact radiator from the car.
Honestly, I feel like at that moment the stars must have completely aligned to make us have the actual radiator that was originally attached to the car. And seeing that picture from 1918 just kind of confirmed it, really. And I feel like we've really got a beautiful piece of history right here, which is really special.
Yeah, see, obviously in terms of business perspective, selling it makes sense, but I'd really like to see it in like a museum or a collection. I mean, I'd like to keep it. That would be my preference, but it's been a big job over the last 4 years, and it looks really good now.
As well as like you pretty much have documented nearly every single step on this car coming back to life.
Yeah, so when it's getting on for 2 years ago when I started here. Up till that point, the chassis had kind of been painted and things were starting to go back together, but it's only been in the last kind of 6 months really where it started to really resemble a car. But yeah, now it's all done and it's ready to go and ready to leave us, which will be a sad day.
So if you're interested, guys, have a look. You can actually buy it if you fancy it. It is up for sale, and I think the person who does own this is in for a treat. It is absolutely amazing. It's like no other classic that I've seen before, and I feel like we at Bridge Classic Cars, not to blow our own trumpet, but have really outdone ourselves on this one.
Well, funny enough you should say that. That's exactly what Car and Classic said on their recent article about the car.
Well, there you go then. There you go. How wonderful is that? So yes, if you are with us, don't worry. You are here for the live draw of our 1972 MGB Roadster, because you sold it out so quickly, everyone. And we are going to go to that very, very soon. But I would love to chat to you a little bit about an event that we have got happening very, very soon. So we are going to the Lotus factory for a tour on the 25th of July. But this is not going to be the first time that we've been to Lotus, and that's how we knew how fabulous it was. We actually did a charity competition with them. Oh gosh, how many years ago now?
2021, wasn't it? So it was a brand new Lotus. So it was a brand new Lotus Elise. It was the very first of the last edition Lotus Elises.
It was the first VIN of the final edition.
Yeah. And I believe it's 2021, if I remember rightly. I think it was. So what's that, 3 years ago? Scary, isn't it, how time flies? But that was incredible, that competition. So that raised £100,000, which we gave all of the money to CSF, which is Community Sport Foundation. So it went to children to sort of learn about sport and get them into sport and things like that. So it was incredible promotion that we did. But yeah, at that time, we went, sorry, I'm going to hold it for me too. So yeah, at the time, we went to Hethel. That was part of, so we did the draw from Hethel, which is home to the Lotus, the group Lotus. And it was incredible. Nick, you were here at the time as well.
We did the handover.
So we did the handover, yeah. Well. And it was amazing. So Jake Humphrey was there as well. And we didn't realise this was going to be happening, but Jensen Button was also there at the same time.
And Anstead was there accidentally, because they were testing the Radford on the test track.
Yes, so he got wind of what we were doing, and he joined in the fun as well. But the factory tour itself, so we did both. So exactly what we're offering everybody else is what we did. So we had a tour of the Lotus factory. You see everything. You know, you're literally going in. At the time, they had a huge development where it was going to be probably the Avaya and Electra were going to be built. So that was, you could see all the robots starting to happen, but it was a work in progress. They hadn't even started. That's going to be up and running now, so you'll get to see that from like the top of this mezzanine, which the mezzanine is where it was an office. That's where a lot of them work. So you literally do get on the shop floor to see it all happen. And then on this one, which we didn't do, you go over to the local pub, which is where everybody who tours Lotus and all of their guests, they all go to this pub, and then we're going back to do the classic team Lotus, which in theory should be more up our street. It was incredible. I think I preferred the Lotus bit of the experience, because we got to go on the track and everything like that. But both places are incredible, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I liked when you first come out. I think they called it the Nest.
Well, where
the showroom bit was.
Yeah, so the entrance bit. So you get
to spec your mirrors and stuff.
Yes, and that's where the restaurant is. Delia. So you'll get to see all of this. So it probably doesn't mean anything to you.
You probably won't get to meet Delia Smith.
Maybe.
I mean,
there seems to be people there.
We had a cup of tea with Delia Smith.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the experience you get, and it's really good. So that's part of what we're standing in now, which is the members club. Bizarrely, if you're watching along and you see behind Nick, the windows are all, I mean, we're like in a cave today, because they're painting the outside of the building, so it's a bit random today. But this is the members club we're standing in now, and the members club is going to be offering members and non-members, but particularly members are going to be offering them the opportunity to do exactly what we're offering at Lotus, which is our first event that we're going to be putting on, and I think it will be a really good one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I like with the Lotus event, it's not just we just go to the factory. As you said, there's a lunch, there's two different types of tours. So it's a whole experience. It's not just popping along for a little bit. It's a really nice,
absolutely. We're going to try and offer more than you would ordinarily get.
Yeah.
That's sort of the plan of everything moving forward. So there's going to be events happening in this space here. We're already talking to NEC, so the classic car show, the big classic car show that happens in November. We've got a really cool thing happening there that you'll come along with us, and we've got our own private green room. So you can go and have your lunch, and then you can go back to a chill out room that is only available for us. So it's little things like that. It's just the little incentives that you're going to get along the way as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to what sort of stuff we're going to come up with.
It's also super cool that we're doing it with companies that are really in touch with their history.
Yes.
So like at Lotus, the first bit you go in the main factory workshop, was the first building that they built when they moved to Hethel, and I think it was 66, to build the Elans.
Yeah.
And you walk down there, and there's still newspaper clippings on the wall from like the mid-60s.
And as well, you're going to get to see things that aren't even out yet. I mean, when we went, the Emira hadn't been seen. We got out of the van, and we had a camera on at the time. We weren't taking pictures or anything, it was just round our neck, and they came to us straight away and said, whatever you do, don't shoot anywhere near that. And it turns out it was the Emira. You didn't know it was the Emira because it was all covered in the camouflage, but the track is there. So you're literally, where you park, you can see all of these things happening around you. So.
We, when we were going through their EV department, the tour guide actually asked for all of our phones and our cameras because they were pulling an Avaya out.
Yeah.
And it was a case of no one is allowed to see this car run. And then it turned out to be the one with the big wing that just did the Nürburgring time.
Oh, really?
So
there you go.
Yeah,
That's the experience we're going to get. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah, so if you are interested in that, it is open to everybody at the moment. But if you do become a member, there is going to be a discount for you on the event. So if you would like to come, please go to the events section on the Bridge Classic Cars website, and all the information about our Lotus Factory Tour will be on there. But don't worry, guys, I have not forgotten. We are here for the live draw of our 1972 MGB Roadster. And I don't think I'm going to make you wait any longer. I think we should go to the live draw now. So have you got your fingers crossed, everybody? If you are in for the draw, comment along and let me know. I would love to hear from you. Do you know what I absolutely love? When we do the live draws and the person is actually watching along. It really makes my day. So if you have got tickets, let us know.
Well, Adrian has commented and said, are we all feeling lucky?
I'm feeling lucky, Adrian. Are you?
Yeah.
So, as always, the entry list is live on the Bridge Classic Cars Competitions website, so you can go and have a look, check your name against your number, just to give you a little bit of a refresh. We always do our draws using Google Random Number Generator to pick us a number for the lucky winner. It is really important that when you're watching along that you tell us that you can see everything on this screen right here, nice and clearly, so that I know you can all see it at home, everyone.
Steve Kelly's just said all clear.
Oh, perfect, already.
Nige says hi, everyone. Hi, Nige.
Hi, Nigel. Is it Nigel or Nigel?
Nige.
Hi, Nige.
Jason says good luck all.
Oh, thank you, Jason. Good luck to you too, if you've got a ticket. So I'm just going to do a little practice run so you can see that everything's working lovely.
David
so
said all clear in Sheffield.
I hope you're having a lovely time in Sheffield. Hope the weather's nice. I tell you what happens to me is whenever I put my kind of summer trousers on, like I've got on today, it rains. So this is... it happens every time. So this is a little practice run. It's bigger than the amount of numbers of tickets we have available on this car. Practice run, there you go. That's how we get our number. I'm going to pop it all back to 0.
Many people are saying clear.
Perfect. I'm going to go for it then. So back to 0 now. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3,999. Okay, guys, can you all just check that for me?
Yep.
Perfect, wonderful. I'm going to count down from 3. Good luck, everyone. This is for our MGB Roadster. 3, 2, 1. Number 1,108. 1,108. Let's head to the entry list. Okay. Gone too far. 1,108. Peter E. Twyford. Peter E. Twyford. Congratulations, you have just won yourself an MGB Roadster. Congratulations, Peter. Are you watching along? If you are, please do let us know, but we are going to give you a little call in just a second. Now, unfortunately, if you didn't win today, as we've mentioned before, no fear, because here at Bridge Classic Cars, we are always getting new classic cars for you guys to have a go at winning, like our Morgan 44, which is behind Nick there. But this is Peter's new wheels. girls. Congratulations, Peter. So we're just going to find your number now, and I'm going to give you a little call in just a second.
People saying congratulations to Peter already. So Jason says congratulations, Adrian says congratulations, Peter, and David says well done, Peter, as well.
Thank you so much, guys. It's so lovely that you are such a friendly community of classic car lovers. It really is. So yes, this is Peter's car, but no fear. So let's have a look at one more time at our Morgan this afternoon. So this is our 2011, as I've mentioned, Morgan 44, which is still live on the British Classic Cars competitions website for you to have a go at winning. You can grab your tickets for £20. And it is a really special car. And at the moment, there has not been that many sold. So your odds are incredible. They really, really are. So pop to the British Classic Cars competitions website and have a look. It is a beautiful car and it deserves to be won very soon, just like our MGB Roadster, which has just been won from Peter. But unfortunately, we haven't got his number at the moment, so congratulations, Peter, but no fear, because we are going to have another classic car being drawn very soon, hopefully this time next week, and just take a little peek over here. Because there's a beautiful Austin Healey which is hiding. Now this is going to be a competition car soon, so please do keep your eyes peeled, everybody, for this one being released on the website. We've not shot it yet, but we are going to be shooting it soon, and it is an absolute corker. And also, we've got our Jaguar over here, which is also going to be a competition car soon. Not yet soon, but I just want to say another massive congratulations to Peter, who has just won our MGB Roadster. And if you haven't yet, go and check out our Morgan on the British Classic Cars competitions website. From me, Nick, Rob and Craig, have a wonderful rest of your afternoon. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you soon.